You just hit confirm bet, $1,000. Not savings, not extra money. This is rent money. This is car payment money. This is the money you promised yourself you would never touch. But you touched it anyway. Your phone buzzes. Bet accepted. And the second you see those words, your stomach drops. Because now it's real. Now you can't undo it. The game hasn't even started yet. And your hands are already sweating. You stare at the TV like you're watching your own execution. The announcer's voice is background noise. All you can hear is your heartbeat. Your girlfriend asks, "Are you okay?" You don't answer, because if this bet loses, you're not just upset, you're finished. And the worst part? You're already thinking about the next one. It starts simple. It always does. You're 19, maybe 20. You're hanging out with friends. Someone's watching a game. Someone pulls out their phone. They say, "Bro, should we put some money on LeBron over on his rebounds?" You laugh. Betting is for degenerates, right? For guys who live in their mom's basement and have no future. But then they show you the app. It actually looks super modern, clean and easy, not shady. They show you how it works. A couple taps, a little deposit that also gives you some free bonus bets. It's always the bonus bets. And suddenly, the game isn't just a game anymore. Now it's a way to make money. Your friend throws $20 on the Lakers, and they win. He turns $20 into $40, and he looks at you like he just hacked the system. Then he says the sentence that ruins your life. "Bro, it's free money." And you believe him. Because you want to believe him. So you download the app and you link your card. And you tell yourself, you're just doing it for fun. Just a couple bets. And worst case scenario, if you lose your initial deposit, you won't deposit again. Just a little something to make the game more interesting. Just once. Your first bet is tiny. A safe bet of $10. Nothing crazy. And you win. You don't just win money. You win a feeling. A rush. A high. Because now the game feels alive. It feels personal. Every play feels like it's about you. The quarterback throws a touchdown and you feel like you threw it. You are Josh Allen out there. Well, except you are not dating Haley Steinfeld. You are not that lucky. Anyways, back to our scheduled program. You look at your phone. Balance updated. It's only a few bucks profit. But it feels like a paycheck. And your brain immediately starts doing the math. If I can make $15 in one night, what if I bet $100? What if I bet $500? What if I do this every day? You don't say it out loud, but you feel it. You feel that little spark in your chest, that tiny voice that whispers, "You're good at this." You place another bet the next day and another, and you win again. Now you're hooked. Not on gambling. Not yet. You're hooked on being right. At first, it feels like you discovered a cheat code. You start watching sports differently. You're not a fan anymore. You're an analyst. You're a strategist. You start learning player stats, injury reports, weather conditions, referee tendencies. You start saying things like, home teams cover the spread 60% of the time in cold weather. You don't even realize how insane you sound. You start watching YouTube videos about betting. You follow Twitter accounts with names like Lock King and Parlay Prince. Some guy with a Lamborghini profile picture tells you to bet the over. You do it and it hits. And you feel like you're part of a secret society. Like you're not just watching sports, you're profiting off them. And for a while, it works. You win some and lose some, but you win enough to feel confident. You start bragging. Not directly, but you casually mention it. Oh, yeah, I hit a parlay last night. Your friends look impressed. Your girlfriend smiles politely, like it's cute. And deep down, you feel something you haven't felt in a long time. Control. Power. Like you finally found something you're naturally good at. So you increase your bets. Just a little. Because why not? You're winning. Then you discover parlays. The app suggests them like a drug dealer offering a new flavor. It says, boost your payout. You can combine multiple bets. One game becomes 5. One outcome becomes 10. The payout looks insane. Bet $25, win $600. It's beautiful. It's seductive. It's a lie wrapped in neon lights. But you don't care, because you're already picturing what you do with that money. New shoes, a new car, a vacation. Anything you want. You start building parlays like you're constructing a masterpiece. You stack them up. You add props. Justin Jefferson to score a touchdown. Cade Cunningham over 10 assists. Curry to score over 25 points. First basket. First strikeout. You don't even know what half these stats mean. But the app makes it feel like you do. You place the bet. And now you're not watching one game. You're watching 5 at once. You've got ESPN on the TV. You've got another game on your laptop. You've got live scores on your phone. You're sweating over teams you've never cared about in your life. And when one leg hits, your heart jumps. When another hits, you feel unstoppable. You start talking to yourself. Come on, just one more. Then the last leg loses. A missed free throw, a dropped pass, a penalty flag, and your whole parlay collapses like a house of cards. Your screen flashes. Bet lost. You stare at it, and you feel something new. A sharp, bitter sting. It's not sadness. It's disrespect. Like the universe just cheated you. And you tell yourself, that was a fluke. You can't end on a loss. So you place another bet. Then comes the night that changes everything. You don't know it yet. But this is where the story turns. It's a big game. Prime time. The kind of game everyone's watching. You've done your research. You're confident. You throw $500 on a spread. Your biggest bet ever. Not insane, but big enough to matter. The game starts, and for the first half, everything goes perfect. Your team is dominating. You're already smiling. You're already counting your profit. You start thinking, maybe I really am built for this. Then the third quarter starts. Your quarterback gets hit and he starts limping. But luckily, he stays in. But just one play later, he's down again. This time he doesn't get up. Your stomach twists. The announcer says the words you never want to hear. He's heading to the locker room. And instantly, your bet feels like it's dying. Your team starts collapsing. A fumble, a missed kick, a defensive breakdown, the other team scores. And suddenly, your safe little bet turns into a nightmare. You sit forward. You grip your phone. You're not blinking. You're not breathing. Your team loses by 1 point. 1 point. You stare at the final score like it's personal. Like the universe looked you in the eyes and said, no. And now you're angry. Not at yourself. Not at the bet. At the players. At the coach. At the refs. At life. You slam your fist on the table. You whisper, "Are you serious?" Your girlfriend asks what happened. You laugh. A bitter laugh. Nothing. You don't tell her you just lost $500. Because that sounds stupid. That sounds irresponsible. That sounds like you're turning into the kind of person you used to judge. So you don't say anything. You just open the app again. And you scroll. Looking for the next game. Looking for a way to get it back. This is where it begins. The chase. It doesn't feel like addiction yet. It feels like correction. Like you're fixing a mistake. You tell yourself, I'm not gambling. I'm just making my money back. So you place another bet. A late night game. West Coast. Basketball. You don't even like basketball. But it's on. And it's something. You bet the over. It loses. Now you're down $650. Your chest tightens. Your brain starts buzzing. You refresh the app like refreshing it will change reality. You check the odds again. You look for a lock. Something safe. Something guaranteed. But deep down, you know, nothing is guaranteed. So you go bigger. Because bigger means faster recovery. You throw $1,000 on a live bet. The game's close. 2 minutes left. You're sweating. Your legs bounce uncontrollably. You feel sick. And when it hits, when the team scores, you feel relief so strong you almost laugh. You breathe again. You tell yourself, see, I'm fine. I'm in control. But you're not. Because you immediately place another bet. Not because you need to. Because now you can't stop. You just proved you can win it back. And your brain wants to feel that relief again. So you keep betting. And the crazy part? You're not even doing it for fun anymore. You're doing it because your nervous system is trapped inside the app. Now your life changes. You stop sleeping early. You stop going to bed like a normal person. Because games happen at night. And the night is where the money is. Your eyes burn. Your brain feels foggy. But you can't stop watching. Because the game is still going. And your money is still on the line. Your phone becomes part of your body. Your friends ask why you look tired. You say you've been busy. You lie. You start lying a lot. Not because you're evil. Because explaining the truth would make it real. And you're not ready for that. One night you're sitting in your room, alone, staring at your phone. The game is tied. Your bet depends on one last shot. Your heart pounds so hard you feel it in your throat. You whisper, please. You're not religious, but right now you are. The player shoots, misses, and you feel your soul leave your body. You stare at the screen. You don't even react. You just sit there, silent, empty. Then your hand moves automatically, and you place another bet. Now you're not just gambling. You're obsessed. Your mood depends on games. Your emotions are no longer yours. They belong to strangers in jerseys. And that's terrifying. But you don't stop. Because now you're convinced you're close to a big hit. One big parlay. One big win. The comeback story. The moment where you erase every loss and prove everyone wrong. You start depositing more money. Small deposits at first, then bigger ones. You tell yourself it's temporary. Just until you hit. You start hiding it. You tell yourself, if nobody sees it, it's not happening. But you see it. You see it every time you open your balance, and it's lower than it should be. You start doing mental math constantly. You start calculating how much you've lost. But you never finish the calculation. Then one night, you hit. It's a ridiculous parlay, something stupid. 10 legs. It has no business winning, but it does. A last-second touchdown. And suddenly, your phone explodes. Parlay won. You stare at the screen. You can't breathe. $8,400 profit. Your hands start shaking, not from fear, from adrenaline. You feel electric. You feel unstoppable. You want to tell everyone, but you don't. Because deep down, you know, if you tell people, they'll start asking questions. And you don't want questions. You want the high. So you sit there alone, smiling like a maniac at your phone. And you tell yourself, I'm done after this. You promise yourself. You swear it. You even mean it. Then you open the app again. Because now you have more money to play with. And losing doesn't feel scary anymore. Not when you're up. Not when you feel like a genius. So you place another bet, bigger than before. Because you're playing with house money, right? That's what you tell yourself. That's what every gambler tells himself right before he ruins his life. The losses come fast. One bad beat, one injury, one upset, and suddenly that big win starts shrinking. $8,400 turns into $6,000, then $2,000. And you tell yourself, it's fine, I'm still up. But you're not calm, because now you've tasted the top, and you can't accept falling back down. So you bet harder. You chase again. And one night, it all collapses. A live bet. Your favorite team. You're sure they'll win. You throw $3,000 on it. They lose. Badly. And your stomach turns to ice. You stare at the screen and your body feels numb. You check your balance. Almost empty. You feel like you can't breathe. Your heart pounds. Your vision blurs. You tell yourself, I can fix this. You deposit again. Your finger hovers over confirm. And for a moment, you hesitate. Because you realize something. You're not doing this to win. You're doing this because you don't know how to stop. Your hand shakes. You feel like you're standing at the edge of a cliff. Then you hit confirm. Because you'd rather risk everything than sit with the pain. Now you're not watching sports. You're surviving them. You're sweating through every game, every quarter, every possession. You don't even enjoy it anymore. You just need it. You start waking up anxious. You start feeling sick on game days. You start hating the thing you used to love. You stop being a fan. You stop being a person. You become a number, a balance, a percentage, a win rate. And one day, you look at yourself in the mirror. Your eyes are tired. Your skin looks dull. You haven't slept properly in weeks. And you realize something terrifying. You don't even know when it stopped being fun. You just know you can't stop. Because tomorrow, there's another game, another line, another chance, another bet. And somewhere right now, some 19-year-old kid is downloading the app for the first time, thinking it's harmless, thinking it's fun, thinking he's smarter than everyone else, and he's about to learn the same lesson you did. Sports gambling doesn't ruin you all at once. It ruins you slowly, one bet at a time. And the scariest part is, you'll always think the next one is the one that saves you.